assigned to a replay review where you play Nunu. And yep, with that being said, let's get right into the game. So remember that every game as a jungler, you need to have some kind of game plan in your head, meaning you need to know on what lanes you want to focus on and why. So in our case, you need to take into consideration how well can your teammates set up ganks for you, if they have any gap closer abilities or any kind of stunts. And also you need to remember what enemy team has some on spells, and if they can easily dodge your snowball and your gank. So in our case, I would say that Darius has his E ability, so you can kind of kill Tryndamere because the only escape he has is his E, so it's kind of gankable. Same goes for mid lane. However, on mid lane I wouldn't go really that much because Echo has his E and also W, so he's really hard to gank on, especially against someone like Nunu. However, our bot lane, we have Ashe, who has all of her slows, and we also have Nami, who has her bubble and also slow abilities. So we can actually go towards bot lane. Moreover, enemy team don't have any escapes. Jhin doesn't have any escapes, and Leona also doesn't have any escapes. So bot lanes are super free gank, so I would recommend a lot to go towards bot side. And yeah, focus on bot side, get dragons out of it, because on Nunu you have always 100% secure dragons. And yeah, that's basically our game plan. Otherwise, I would say that we are also winning late game in our team. Well, it's kind of even. It really depends a lot how we play in the mid game and how we play around the dragons. So that's our main indicator. We want to get all of the dragons, we want to focus on bot lane, and we want to get Ashe ahead. She's our win condition. Nice, hopefully we'll get some first buzz here. Probably not. Could you buy the Rengar though? Oh, Darius didn't have to flash. Oh, I'm not sure what kind of pathing are we doing here. I don't like this. Okay, remember, I am not sure why you're skipping on wolves, just I mean on Gromp. Remember that there are two possible pathings that you can do as a jungler in season 11. You can either go for a full clean route, which I highly recommend to you, meaning that you take blue buff, Gromp, wolves into raptors, red buff, etc, etc. Basically you make a straight line. You will get level 4 out of it, and then you can look for either gank on top lane, or you can try to look for a scuttle opportunity fight, but the scuttle by the time will be usually gone, so you can just recall and take the bottom scuttler and again continue full clearing from bot to top. Basically what you will create is this line, as you can see on minimap, and yeah, by the time you will get back to the camps, they will respawn, and by the time it means that you are AFK farming and you are on same level as your top laner and mid laner, and you are usually one level above enemy jungler. Or the second possible route is more greedy, and I recommend to do it on some aggressive junglers such as Elise or Rek'Sai or someone like that, and that is the level 3 pathing, and that is that you take blue buff, Gromp into red buff, you will get level 3, and then you look for the gank opportunities either on mid lane or either on top lane. You usually gank around 240, enemy laners don't expect it, and you usually get the first blood out of it. However, these are the two only options, only good pathing options that you can get. So doing a blue buff into wolves is a mistake. Unless you want to level 3 gank bot lane. If you want to level 3 gank bot lane, it's cheesy. It probably won't work out, but you could have tried to do that. Yeah, like getting this level 3, it just it kind of sucks just because you see that you don't have red buff, and like red buff, the double buffs help you a lot to achieve a successful gank. So I personally don't like this pathing. It would be much stronger if you just take blue buff, Gromp, Wolf, go towards top side. If you see a free gank on mid lane, you just go for it. If not, you continue clearing. Here you were forced to create a successful play towards yourself, and it was just way too greedy. So remember, towards the future, just always full cream from bot to top, or take the buff, gromp, and red buff. Oh, come on, Darius, you suck. Yeah, see what was I saying? That's exactly what I was saying about the Tryndamere. We can't really gank him. Would much rather focus on the bot side. Oh, sorry. Let me just get your camera so I'm not cheating, and I know about your vision. Nice, we are taking red buff. That's good. And what now? Okay, so you decide to skip for these for the raptors and golems on Nunu. That's acceptable, just because Nunu doesn't have any AoE ability, so it's fine. But we need to use our time really efficient, and we need to look for both of these scuttles. So taking top scuttle is fine, and right now I would probably wait for our snowball and then gank bot lane, because if you look, bot lane is kind of being pushed. Like, this is an easy gankable situation, so I would definitely go towards the bot lane here. So we're waiting in the bush, that's fine. And right now I would move, once we have the snowball, which is now, I will move towards bot lane, and you are exactly doing that, so I love it. Let me see how you play the game gank out. They had vision. They definitely had vision. Oh, on Jhin. Nice, that's good. He needs to flash, definitely. Nice, well played. That's all you need to do. Right now you just continue to clear. And you are good to go. Remember that we managed to get flash out of the enemy ADC, so we want to babysit bot lane, just because once we go into bot lane, it's always a free kill. I'm not sure what you are doing right now. No, ganking here is not a good idea. I don't like this that much. You here being that greedy, it's just not worth it. And counter ganking Rengar, it doesn't work out well for you as a Nunu. It's way better to just ping your teammates to go back and look for gank opportunities afterwards once Rengar won't be there. It's like you being here, you won't do nothing. I don't like this. You are just risking for no reason. Kind of wasting time also. Fiesta. I like it though. I like. No, recall. No. I don't like this. You're wasting your time here. We want to waste the time of the Rengar, but we don't want to waste our self time. Come on. This is so funny. No, we did. Yeah, you are just simply not winning against Rengar. So remember that Nunu is a not really good 2v2 skirmisher, so it's way better to just go ahead and clear your camps and let Rengar be there and let him lose the time, than actually trying to counter gank him. Because as you can see, we should be like level 6 right now, and we are just in the beginning of level 5. But so do we recall, nice, we get a goodbye, and otherwise our game plan stays the same. We want to focus on bot lane, and we want to be on, focus on bot lane, and we want to slam dragons as much as possible. But also remember that you need to farm a bit. No. This is a free kill. You can, I believe that you can go in here. The Nami is freezing. Yeah, this is just messy. Remember that you need to go into 100% gank opportunities than like wasting your time. It's way better to continue clearing and be ahead in levels of the enemy jungler than like looking for gank opportunities 24/7. So just remember that. For example, right here, this is free Rengar, that's good. You can go deep towards him. I like this. Yeah, he's dead. Good job. Again, I will check immediately what is happening on bot lane because I still know that Jhin doesn't have flash. It's ungankable, so I continue farming. So go towards our top side. Nice, nice, nice. Taking Herald here, I don't like it just because, yeah, this is bad. Remember that in the mid game right now, it's actually a good idea. Right now we are approaching mid game, which is past like level 9. And remember that after mid game, the game shifts way more towards taking natural objectives than actually ganking. So, but you need to have some kind of ready check in your head how to do these objectives, and you need to ask yourself 2 questions if you are able to do that. First, you need to ask yourself, where is the enemy jungler? If the enemy jungler is in the opposite side of the map, well, obviously you can take the camp, but in this case we have no idea where Rengar paths. But secondly, and most importantly, we need to look at our laners, if they are winning and if they are creating a lane priority towards us. So on top lane, this case is not true. We don't know where Tryndamere is, and Tryndamere can check upon us in a second. On mid lane it is true, and the mid lane is fine, but we need to know that both of our laners need to have the priority to secure the herald. So in this case, you never want to start the herald just because you are not sure where Tryndamere is. And suddenly he is here, suddenly the Rengar will be there also, and suddenly you are fucked. Yep. So watch out for that. But Tryndamere, come on, man. Yeah. This was a mistake by you, and you died because of it. So always remember that in the mid game you want to force once you want to take the objective once you have lane priority on lanes, or once you know where enemy jungler is. So let me skip forward towards this situation. When you are taking this dragon, we shouldn't be taking this dragon just because our bot lane isn't there yet. We need to wait for them, and Akali is the only one here, and we have no idea about enemy team, and suddenly they are all here and we can die. Yeah, simple as that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, so it was way better to actually just wait the 15 seconds for your bot lane to get back into the game and be online here and have 4 versus 4 team fight instead of like trying to sneak this dragon. Remember that towards the future. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, but otherwise our game plan stays the same. We want to get Ashe ahead, we want to kind of play around our mid lane because Akali is able to create priority towards us, so whenever she is ready to follow up you can go deep into enemy jungle, and otherwise we are just playing towards the late game and towards getting all of the dragons towards ourselves. So yep, so far so good. For example, here you know that you can take the herald just because you see that your bot lane is on the mid lane, so they're able to immediately back you up, and enemy bot lane is just slamming the turret, so this is perfect. I would even say that we want to force every single team fight here. Wait, actually we don't, because Ashe went back on bot lane, so that was actually a mistake. Sorry about that. I thought that she's staying on mid lane. So we needed to get the fuck out as soon as possible, and that's why we died, just because Name wasn't able to follow up and Ashe went on bot lane. So immediately that should ring in our head that we need to get back back from the danger area, just because we might die. Just remember that it's all about man advantage team fights. It's all about forcing the 4 versus 5s in the late game. It's all about looking for these 3 versus 2 advantages towards yourself, etc, etc. Because looking for man advantage team fights is so underrated in lower elo, such as in gold. just remember that you want to always abuse map awareness, and if you see someone split pushing and suddenly you see that you are all grouped and you are 5 people together, you always go in and look for opportunity fights, because since you have the one member more than the enemy team, you are always winning the team fight. It's a really crucial thing to remember. So for example, right here, you don't want to fight just because you see that 4 people are on the mid lane, Darius is AFK and Ashe is not there yet. However, if someone oversteps like this stupid Echo, you can definitely kill him up. And right now the Akali, for example, did a perfect play that she knew that you are all together, so she ulted and she engaged. So you should do something similar as Nunu and your snowball. That's perfect. Nice. After a successful teamfight, we look for major objectives to take. In our case, it's tier 1 on mid lane, and it's maybe dragon once it's a response. Nice try with the ultimate, I like it. But here, everyone respawned, so you need to recall and have the strongest buy possible, and to be ready for the dragon. Your team should have also recalled. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. So right now you are in main disadvantage team fight. Unfortunately here, you will be always playing 4 versus 5 because your Darius is AFK. So that sucks. But what can you do? You need to try. Or you can obviously give it up. But losing soul point is kind of not good. So you need to look for opportunities to engage. Let me see how you play it out, and then I will try to comment on what you could have done better. Nice focus on the Echo, I like it. Just kill the Echo. Ah, you should have killed towards... Ah, you should have went towards the Echo. Ah. Okay, so overall the teamfight was played really well from your side, and I will try to explain why. So remember that as a Nunu, your responsibility is to actually kite your ADC and peel your ADC and your carries instead of going in towards the enemy backline. So in your case, once you saw Echo approaching towards enemy line, towards the backline, it was perfect that you immediately attacked him and you went into Echo. Akali made a mistake here that she went by herself and she just died. But that's on her side. But here I would just like to pinpoint that you could have still chased the Echo. Here the snowball, you should have curved the snowball towards the Echo and killed the Echo. And play with the continue playing with the Ashe. Instead the Echo survived and you didn't get him. But anyways, right now I will just quickly scan forward for the skirmishes and how you play them. I will try my best to comment on what you could have done better, and yeah, then I will call it a game. Just remember, in the late game, past 20 minutes, you always look for main advantage team fights, and also remember one important thing, and that is that while engaging, you need to know that your team is able to immediately back you up, meaning that Ashe is able to be in auto attack range, meaning that Akali is able to immediately follow you up after you stun the enemy team, etc, etc. So yeah, I'll try my best to comment on what you how you played it out. Oh, the Darius was AFK throughout the whole game. Damn, good job that you won 4v5. For example, here, perfect by you. You don't want to team fight. So this is actually a perfect example of what was I saying, and you played it correctly. I'm just pointing it out. That you engage here towards the Jhin, but you don't go deep towards them, because you don't have follow-up from your teammates. Akali, Name and Ashe aren't able to help you out here. So instead, since you know that you don't have damage, you just walk back and you are chilling out. Right now, you ultimate because you want to slow them down, because you want from the Ashe to back you up. And that's perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do. Right now you have Ashe behind you, you have Nami behind you, so you go in. And that's how you won a team fight. So really well played. Firstly, you forced a man advantage team fight, or it was a 4 versus 4, just because Tryndamere was split pushing. And secondly, you waited for Ashe and Nami to back you up on your engage. So that was perfect. And you get Baron out of it. Really well fucking done. Let's move forward. Okay, how did you die here? Let me see. What went wrong here? Okay, first of all, why the fuck are we team fighting? Akali is dead, Akali is on base, we should be never on mid lane grouped up. Just because we are forcing 4 versus 5 team fight towards our disadvantage, so there is no way that we should be here. Yeah, first mistake, obvious mistake, we won't do it again. Remember that towards the future. Let's continue. Right here, we are all together. So we are able to create the picks. But remember that we need to have immediately follow-up from our teammates. Here on the Akali, we have the follow-up. We can go towards Echo and we are chilling. But the Akali and Ashe needs to come immediately. Nice. Good kiting. You just help Ashe out, and you basically won a game from this point. You can actually end the game, I believe. Kill the Jhin, end the game. Here you could have ended. Wait, you are going for an end. How come you didn't end? What? I'm curious how you didn't end here. What? Oh, don't walk back. Finish the game. This was an ending situation, but you decide to play it safe and go towards the dragon. It's fine. But like otherwise this game is over. So let me move forward towards the next 2 team fights. Here you are kind of split up, so just remember that you need to be all together towards the team fight. So for example, Akali here kind of trolling. But you see that she's fighting, you are immediately bowling and you are going this way, so that's good. Right now you see that they are off guard, so you just engage. Yeah, like late game you are playing perfectly as Nunu. So really well done. I can see that you know how to play this champion. Well played. It's a bit more about early game and mid game to know when to start objectives, and if we get better in that, I believe that we will climb a lot more. Okay, last team fight. Wait, we will actually lose this? Oh no. Right now we go on. I love the fact that you are not going towards the backline and you are helping your teammates out. That's just the perfect mindset of a Nunu player. So really well done. Like team fights, I have nothing to say. You are playing them perfectly. Yeah, we can take just inhibitor and we need to back up, I believe. I don't like this. It's 2 versus 2. The Tryndamere is super strong. I don't think we should be fighting this, so you just back off. This screams disaster. Yeah, back off. Nice, good job. Okay, we start Baron. I personally don't like this Baron, just because again we need to wait for our team to get in. And we need to be all together for next team fight. Okay, we slam the Baron and we can engage. Right now we know that we can engage, but we need to engage here because our teammates are playing here. So we are going this way. This ball is however a mistake. Okay, here we are doing a mistake. Remember what I told you? Remember what I told you that you need to peel for your teammates because you don't do any damage here? This is exactly it. Your team needs you. Otherwise the Ashe will die, the Akali will die. They need your peel. So this was a mistake from you to go towards the Jhin. Jhin doesn't do damage, he's 3-7. You need to kite from Tryndamere and from Echo. And here you will lose the game out of it. So just simple small mechanical mistake from your team, from the team fight from yourself, and it cost you a game. So watch out for that towards the future. Okay, with that being said, I will call it a game. I hope you learned something. As always, I will summarize everything in the session report cards on Pro Guides. And yeah, good luck in your future games. Cheers, mate.